We are not habituated. सत बोलूं बोलूं जो आप भगवान भगवान चिल्लाते हो, जो दुनिया दुनिया चिल्लाते हो, जो तेरा मेरा चिल्लाते रहते हो, दिन भर उसी का चिंता में लगे हुए हो, ये सब मन का ही खेल है, इसको समझना कठिन है। You see, there are so many complications. Those complications are, as much you want to solve it, to make it, simplify it, so much it becomes more complicated. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't think of it. That is the only way to get out of it. Instead of having doubts to understanding, better will be just to silence the mind. That is the only way. There is no other go, no other path. Nanya pantha vidyate ayanaya. There is no other path other than keeping silence. No way of understanding what is to understand. Who will understand what is to be understood? हजार साल गीता पढ़ लेंगे, then even you cannot understand anything. 1,000 lives you go on contemplating over the Yoga Vasishtha, Tripura Rahasya, the Brahma Sutra, nothing is to be understood there. Everybody says, keep silent. Mind can do anything and everything. And mind is trying to understand the mind. In one word, Lord Krishna said, Uddhared Atmanatmanam. You have to save yourself by yourself. There is no other chance. By hearing or understanding from anyone, you can have some understanding. There is no... all these are only temporary, timingly consolation to the mind. Yes, yes, I have understood now. मैं पहले समझ रहा था कि मैं भगवान को समझ गया, मेरे मन में भक्ति है, मैं भगवान को थोड़ा बहुत समझता हूँ, मैं भगवान के लिए बिताऊंगा समय, भगवान को ढूंढूंगा, भगवान को मिल जाएंगे, कहीं भगवान कहीं पत्थर के नीचे छिपे हुए होंगे, पता नहीं। अब समझ में आ रहा है, कुछ समझने के लिए कोशिश मत करो, जो समझे तो सब बेकार सब बेकार। Everything is meaningless. Whatever you are thinking, all is meaningless if you can accept this. Your trial is useless. If you can accept this from your core of the heart, then at least something, some contentment, some little consolation you can have, little. इसीलिए तो सप्तम भूमिका का हम विचार कर रहे थे। उस सप्तम भूमिका में ये सब शंका समाधान कुछ नहीं है, बस everywhere only silence and silence. The mind is completely destroyed by such a person. Neither there is any sky, nor there are universes in the sky. Whatever you think, it will appear. कितने बार हम विचार कर लिए ये see these marble marks. Whatever you will imagine, it will be seen there. विश्वास जी को दिखाया था मैं, आइंस्टाइन का पक्का exact Einstein face is drawn in the black spots of the white marble. Whatever you imagine, it is seen there. Similar is the case in this world. Whatever you imagine, it is there before you. Only thing, strong thought should be there, it will be visible there. And this is how we are visualizing all these names and forms, our relations, we are talking to each other, hearing to each other, behaving with each other. जो मैं कहा ना, something is or other, is taken as something or other in some time or other, in some situation or other. Nothing is clear. In some situation or other, to be something or other, by someone or other, and that is our condition. We are that. I am that. What are you? Something or other. Nothing is clear, nothing is true here. The moment you think, you are gone case. Nobody can save you. This is the absolute truth. The moment you give up thinking, you are saved. That is what we always trace upon, emphasize upon in Gita, in Yoga Vasishtha, everywhere. Everywhere. Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter, and today we are going to discuss the 14th, Sarvendriya Guna Bhasam, Sarvendriya Vivarjitam, Asaktam Sarvabhutrej Bhrityaiva, Nirgunam Gunabhoktrucha. Before it we have seen Sarvatah Panipadam Tad Sarvatokshi Siromukham Sarvatah Srutimalloke Sarvam Abrityat Ishtati. That is the cosmic form, everywhere the heads and eyes and hands and legs, and everywhere the ears, and enveloping everything, the truth exists. And here we shall see, shining by the functions of all the senses, yet without the senses, unattached, asakta, unattached, yet supporting all, devoid of qualities, yet they are experiencier of the qualities. So, this side, that side, every side, 360 degree, everywhere he is there. What do you want to understand? The truth is such. Brahman sees without eyes, hears without ears, smells without nose, eats without mouth, feels without skin, grasps without hands, walks without feet. He is the unseen seer, the unheard hearer, the unthought thinker. What are you understand from all these words? Huh? When we go to the depth of meaning of all these words, there is nothing to understand. It is beyond understanding. He is the self, the inner ruler, the immortal. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. He is free from the qualities of nature, and yet he is the enjoyer of the qualities. Just as you enjoy your thoughts, don't you enjoy? When I was building that swastika ashram, for 25 days I was totally engrossed. I had forgotten the whole world. For 25 days near Gomati river, Naimisaranya. Day and night I was engaged in thinking, planning swastika ashram. Now it is here before me. So strong impressions are there. And the moment you forget, it vanishes. So how do you understand what is creation and destruction? The moment you forget, it is gone. The moment you remember, it appears before you. All these are ideas only. Whatever you think, it is there. What you cannot think, that also you think. Ganda Bhairav. Ganda Bhairav, the bird, is in the sky. When he shouts, and if you hear his sound, then you are gone. And when he shouts, then the world is going to be destroyed. The whole world will come to an end. And that Ganda Bhairav, he is born in the sky, he has a nest in the sky, he lives in the sky, he lays eggs in his nest in the sky, and the little ones, they also are brought up in the sky. They fly in the sky. Whole generations, they are brought up in the sky. What do you understood? Kuchandram, my bright example. Kuchandram. It is something which nobody knows. But yet you can think something about it. Kuchandram. Meaningless word. Similarly, the ghosts in the mind of a child, heard from grandmother. Something we create. Similar is our visible world, our day-to-day life. All these are just like that ghost in the mind of the child. Where do they vanish? When it goes to the sleep. So in this way, truth is all-pervading, ever-existing and unconditional, but all the conditions you can imagine in it. all the senses, the five organs of knowledge and the five organs of action, the inner senses, mind and intellect come under the term all the senses. All the senses through which we perceive something or do something. The organs of action and those of knowledge perform their functions in conjunctions with the mind and the intellect. Same thing, bhai. Just as the hand does anything, if hand moves, the whole body has to cooperate with the hand. All the nerve system of the body, mind, intellect, prana, everything has to cooperate, then only hand can move. When paralysis, one suffers from paralysis, he cannot raise his hand because all the nerve system, including mind, etc., brain, everything is paralyzed, means senseless now, inactive now. So, nothing can move. When we apply anesthesia, that person becomes senseless. That means no information of that particular area to the brain, to the nerve systems, to the mind, intellect or prana or anywhere. That is cut off from the body world. Similarly, when there was earthquake here in 1991, this area, this portion was cut off from the other world. And nobody knew what has happened. Some people came here or some other ways they got information. All these communication method was paralyzed. Nothing could be sent, no information can be sent. Somehow or other, going away from this area, outside, where there is communication working, from there people informed other parts of the world. And when there was no communicating methods here, no way of communicating with other people, this whole mountain areas were different from the other world. 100 years back, about 150 years back, there was a devastating, great, something unimaginable destruction here in these areas. And there was earthquake, so many people died and so many things were destroyed. Nobody knows, outside world didn't know anything about it. All these remnants of destruction, when we dig somewhere here, we find some bangles and some broken utensils inside the ground, some 5-6 feet down. It is covered up by the nature. Nobody knows what happened at that time. Just imagining something must have happened, some climatic or some disaster, natural disaster happened. You see in Dharali, there were hundreds of temples, and once there was some avalanche came from the mountains and so much calamity. The whole village, everything, all the temples were under the ground. How many people must have died? Who knows? No news, no information. And how we know now? When we dig, there is a big temple. After digging about 50 feet down, it came out. It is there. After digging the ground, people saw, because little part of the last top of the mountain, temple was visible above the ground. So people guessed something is there. Went on digging. Our Saradaji helped them. And now the temple is there underground. People go there and see everything. Shivaji's temple, beautiful temple. Nothing has happened, it is just as it was, but it was underground. So in this way, the geographical conditions, ecological conditions, and all the nature changes every now and then. Nobody knows what is happening where. Because of communicating methods, now we are able to collect these information somehow or other, haphazard. And these news channels, they also always lie. They get some information, they exaggerate it and they manipulate it and they place it before the people. Something is something. That's why something or other is known to somebody or other by some methods or other. That is the news.
World is a cooker.
The cooker. Yes. In this way, the Brahman is to be understood. Brahman is transcendental and unmanifested, but it manifests itself through the limiting adjuncts of the external and the internal senses. These senses are so limited, they try to communicate just a thousandth part of the truth we understand as something or other. That is our understanding. Human intellect is thousandth part of the cosmic intelligence. And that cosmic intelligence is just Suvarna Bindu. It's a dot. How many such cosmic intelligence are working? Nobody knows. Innumerable creators are hanging in the sky, helplessly moving in the space, consciousness sky. Who knows what happens to whom? They are helpless, orphan boys. And what do you think of yourself? My dear, धोबी के कुत्ते, कहाँ के हो? Helpless, hopeless. This is the truth. Expand yourself. As it is not destitute of the senses, it is unattached and yet it supports all. It is the support or substratum of everything. It is destitute of the qualities of nature and yet it is the enjoyer of those qualities. Brahman is really mysterious. Mysterious. Just as the mind is mysterious, so also Brahman is mysterious. That's how it is beyond everything. Nobody knows what is Brahman. And who knew, he is silent forever. You see, these kings, when they do something, some secret things by help of some assistants, they kill the assistants, not to allow them to live so that the information may not leak out. Nobody should know what has happened. This was the method of the kings. Somebody has done some secret things by the order of the king, and then he is slain, he is gone. If he lives, then the information may spread out. In this way, one who knows the Brahman, he is killed. So secret should not be out. So killed means he has gone beyond our perception. He is silent forever. His mouth was shut. Who will give you information on Brahman? The Brahman is the overruler. Kalosmi lokakshaykrid prabuddha. I am the eternal, all-consuming time. One who knows me, he is gone. He is gone. Brahmavid brahmeva bhavati. When the inside sky of the empty pot want to know the outside sky, it spreads, and then the pot is destroyed, it is broken. And could the inside sky know what is outside sky? On this there is a very, very interesting little story. Everybody knows there were some frogs inside a whale, deep whale. Frogs generally they live in water, and there are so many. And out of those, someone some young frog came out of the well by the help of Aragattagattika, that irrigating method of taking water from the well. By the help of that, somehow or other, this frog came out of the well. Oh, such a big sky! They never saw what is sky from the depth of the well. When it came out, and it was fogging here and there, and somehow he saw an elephant passing by that way. So the frog comes to some lizard who moves around. He asks, my dear friend, do you know I have come from a foreign land? I have not seen such a gigantic figure, some being. What is it called? The lizard said, it is called elephant. Oh, elephant? Such a big mountain lake? Yes, such things are available here outside the well. Oh, yes, I am really fortunate. Then it jumps down to the well to inform all those frogs, I have seen such a animal, just like mountain. Then its mother comes, my dear child, what did you see? Such a big, gigantic figure. Oh, can it be bigger than myself? Yes, mother, it is so big. Then the mother says, frogs, they can swallow them, they can spread themselves, pulp, what do you call? They can expand themselves. So it became little bigger, having inhaling. Such big, no mother still bigger. Such big, no mother still bigger. Such big. And in the end the frog died, burst. And it tried to know the elephant. In that way we want to know the truth. Such big, no mother still bigger. How big is the truth? Bigger than the biggest? Let us think. Can it be where my mind cannot reach? It is said beyond the mind. So what happens to the situation when you go beyond mind? Mind has to stop, it has to be killed. So in this way, the truth is, the mystery of the Brahman. This verse is taken from the Shvetasutra Upanishad, sloka number 17 in 3rd chapter. So this is how the knowledge which ought to be known, which is knowable, one should know it. Try. Let us try. Lage raho India. Lives after lives. Again he says, Bahirantascha bhutanam acharam charam evacha sukshmatvat Adabhigyayam durastham chantike chatat. Whatever you think, it is there. Vahi antascha. It is outside and inside also. If there is no barriers, there is no divisibilities, then where is the thought of in and out? If we remove this wall of the veranda, where is veranda and outside? Similarly, the truth is without and within. All beings, the unmoving and also the moving, living and non-living, because of the subtlety, unknowable and near and far away, is that tadantike taddure. This is how they say. It is nearer than the nearest, farther than the farthest, smaller than the smallest, bigger than the biggest. Then what is the meaning of biggest word? There is no superlative, comparative or positive degrees there. No degrees. It is all pervading in this way. Without and within, all beings, the unmoving and also the moving, because of its subtlety, unknowable and nearer and far away, is that Brahman is subtle like the ether. Can you see the sky? Can you touch it? Can you divide it? Can you make smaller or bigger? How can you deal with this sky? Because it is subtle most, you have nothing to do with it. And still subtler is the consciousness. We have discussed many times. This sky, whatever is understood by the mind as sky or ether, we have something which is nothing. We understand something about the sky. Can you define what is sky? Akash has no meaning till the knowledge. That is, A means till. Asamudra, avalava, vriddha vanita. So, till the absolute knowledge, this sky is there. It has got no end, no limits, limitless, eternal. It cannot be destroyed. It cannot be divided. It cannot be anything. Dangerous. कोई बात नहीं, जाने दो, हम उसका ठिकाना लगाएंगे. That is more dangerous. Ganesh ji is more dangerous than this mouse.
The mouse is more dangerous.
Anyway, so Brahman is subtle like the ether, and this sky is supported by the ideal sky we discussed. The idea of the sky, so subtle it holds this elementary sky, and that idea also is seen in the conscious sky. So you must know what is consciousness, awareness. You know there is an idea, and that idea supports the sky. Yes, there is something as sky. Brahma is subtle like the ether. It is incomprehensible to the unillumined, and on account of its extreme subtlety, it is not illumined, unillumined. It is unknowable. Who is there to know it? It is unknowable to the man who is not endowed with the four means of salvation. Salvation, Guru Kripa, Shastra Kripa, Atma Kripa. One who doesn't try to know it, he will not be able to know it. Atma Kripa, your own grace upon yourself. That is how Lord said, Uddhared Atmanatmanam. If you try to know yourself, you will know everything. So, all these four kripas and of course Daiv, the fate, the nature should help you from all sides. Then only you can know what is Brahman. Brahman is known or realized by the wise. It is realized by the first-class aspirant who is equipped with these means. It is near to the wise man or the illumined, because it is his very self. It is very far to the ignorant man who is drowned in worldliness or sensual pleasures. It is not attainable by the ignorant or unintelligent, even in millions of years, millions of births. Near and far away, this expression is found in the Ishavasya Upanishad also, and the Mandukya Upanishad also. Tadantike taddure, na taddure, na tadantike. Neither it is far nor it is near. And that is near also, nearer than the nearest, farther than the farthest. In this way it is described by different seers. So tomorrow we shall see the 16th sloka. For today it is enough. Hari Om. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavaseshate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai, Satchidananda Bhagavan ki jai, Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. गीता माता की जय। हरि